Palestinians have sent a...
Take a look at a futurecast radar here. 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Showers will be splitting in northern New England, and then 11 o'clock. The pop-up showers going to be in the Connecticut coastline and southwest Rhode Island coastline by about 11 a.m. and showers over eastern New York, bottom New Hampshire by about 1 o'clock. And the shower and so late morning, early afternoon, we will get a spirits thunderstorms late morning in the afternoon hours there, and in the evening hours where the storms are going to disappear, and then we start over again. Hit or miss showers and thunderstorms Tuesday and Wednesday. Alright, how's this weather outlook here?
And in one case created an HIV.
Day 1 today and tonight, isolated thunderstorms this afternoon may result in a very low class flood threat, and day 2 for 7 and Tuesday for Sunday, a few strong and severe thunderstorms possible on Wednesday with heavy rain and hail, the biggest concern here.
Of an earthquake in southern China. Authorities say nearly 400 people were killed and more than 1,800 injured in the 6.1 magnitude quake.
And
rescuers are struggling to get to the area because roads have been made impassable.
Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast that goes like this. For today, slight chance of showers that scattered showers that thunderstorms afternoon, some storms produce every rain. Now here's the fog before 9 a.m. Otherwise, spot the sun skies that area. 82 degrees and calm wind becoming southwest about 5 to 7 miles per hour more than chance precipitation 30%. New rain from months less than 10 minutes, 6 miles possible thunderstorms. Tonight, scattered showers before 7 p.m. Bunch of fog after 2 a.m. Otherwise, most of got low 62 degrees and chance precipitation is 30% with a south with about 5 miles per hour. Coming company need a new rain from about less than 10 minutes possible. Tuesday, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms afternoon. Petrobog before 9 a.m. Otherwise, spot the sun skies at 86 degrees and calm wind becoming south around 6 miles per hour in the afternoon and chance precipitation 20%. So tonight, slight chance of showers at about 9 p.m. Then Petrobog after 2 a.m. Otherwise, podcast got low 63 degrees and south with about 5 miles per hour in the evening. Chance precipitation 20%. Wednesday, chance of showers at thunderstorms at midday after 9 a.m. and Petrobog before 8 a.m. Otherwise, pot sun sky 91 degrees in northwest wind about 5 to 8 miles per hour. Chance precipitation is 50%. With that, chance of showers and thunderstorms before 1 a.m. and slight chance of showers between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. and most skies got low 62 degrees and chance precipitation 40%. Thursday, most sun sky 89 degrees. Friday night, podcast got low 59 degrees. Friday, most sun sky 89 degrees. Friday night, most of the coast got low 60 degrees. And Saturday, sun sky 90 degrees. And Saturday night, most of the coast got low 61 degrees. And Sunday, sun sky 91 degrees. Peters, what a phrase of the day. Ace.
Even a flash flood warning in southern Nevada. We are looking
Chance of storms untapped. Beer. Hit or miss storms with some sun possible. Peter Channel News Time 7:16. Time now for the travel report here on this Monday morning back to work here. And we are going to start it off.
1 to 2 inches of rain. Again, too much rain too quickly causes those mudslides because
and all the highways will be down on the Mulan fine. Take a look at Greater Boston where traffic is especially on the northbound side, slow from the split all the way down to Dorchester, and 128 southbound will slow from 37 Braintree to the split. Route 3 north slow from Weymouth down there.
slow moving right now. And watch what happens.
Down the Raymond stretch of Route 3 is slow to an accident on Route 3.
It's going to continue to take this turn.
Southbound near Derby Street in Hingham here, so try to some extra time here.
So it becomes less and less of an issue.
And 24 north slow from Avon down to Randolph. 129 on the northbound side, a little slow from Kenton all the way down to Dedham, and 120 on the southbound side, a little slow from Redden, and some slow spots around Route 3 and Burlington down for 225. 4 in Lexington doing the next on 128 southbound as you approach 225 Lexington. 93 southbound slow from 95 and 120 to Redden all the way down to Levitt Connector here, and slow traffic on the northbound side. Road closed on the ramp here. Mass back to the eastbound side, a little slow from 120 and Weston all the way down to Newtonville, and mass back to the eastbound side, a little slow from Framingham down to Napier here. And take a look at Route 3 south, a little slow from Cheltenham, so down for the Billerica here. 93 south, a little slow from 133 out in Tewksbury all the way down for Wilmington, and 95 good to go from 120 to the Rhode Island border. 120 to the Rhode Island border, 95 is modified, and 95 modified for 120 to the New Hampshire border here.
Pop-up shower or thunderstorm this afternoon in a few towns.
And Route 24 modified from 120 to the Rhode Island border, otherwise Route 3 is modified, and 495 is modified from Amesbury all the way down to Wareham, and 195 modified for Providence to Wareham, and Route 6 and modified around the Cape, and 20 modified from Busbury to
temperatures upper 70
Falmouth.
across the board.
Peter Channel News Time 7:18. Time now for Peter Channel News Morning Report on this
Yeah, we just got the update from Ann Thompson.
Monday morning. Here are Top story is as Israel begins to redeploy significant numbers of troops away from its populated areas of Gaza on Sunday, an Israeli Air Force missile struck near the entrance to the United Nations school. Shot at displaced Palestinian Rafah killed 10 people. In Monrovia Library, the library governor has ordered all corpses of Ebola victims must be cremated as fears as the disease could be spread by bodies buried in residential areas. The discovery of high toxic levels in water from Lake Erie residents in Toledo, Ohio, will add a bottle of water while local spots will be tested. About 25 people were stranded after the thunderstorms caused mountain mudslides in Southern California, while one person found dead
And this is a picture of folks coming together.
in a flooded creek Sunday at 40 said.
Based at this high school.
Banco Espirito Santos S.A.'s junior bonds tumbled to the record of after the lender's $4.9 billion, euro $6.6 billion bail left holders facing losses. They are struggling with quality.
It's nice to see what people do.
Beyonce uses web on latest track to explain lift fight. We waited nearly 3 months for someone to explain exactly what went on in that lift between Solange Knowles and Jay-Z. Now Beyonce has spoken a lot about the road between her sister and her husband, and things a lot clearer. Torrential rain slowed race graphics after a magnitude 6.5 earthquake killed at least 398 people in southwest China as Premier Li Keqiang flew to the region to oversee the response to the disaster. In Mosby, international investigators on Sunday searched the second side of the wreckage of the Malaysian air flight MH17 on rebel-controlled Eastern Ukraine as authorities in Kiev accused Russia of massing things on the border on the trips. Chinese business leaders delayed by China Investment Corporation by President Gao explaining visits Ministry of Economy as a staff member of Japan's Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry and ranges Chinese and Japanese flags before a meeting of the group. Border town was attacked in Islamist incursion from Syria carried out by Sunni radicals, including the Islamic State. Lebanese soldiers announced at the Syrian border. As Lebanese army advanced to the border area, finds 50 bodies. Dhaka, Bangladesh. At least 2 people died and scores of others were missing and a few drowned after a ferry carried more than 200 passengers capsized at central Bangladesh on Monday at 40 said. This image by the Madera County Sheriff's Office in California shows fire burning in front fire. On Sunday in Madera, California, as wildfires raging in Northern California, nursing facility evacuated. And the 2-year-old girl was found dead and a teenage sister wounded by a housekeeper at an Oregon coastal resort as mom held for killing toddler at the beach resort. And the latest physically with the online king, Amazon.com. Well, Almond is real to website. Make shopping experience simpler, faster, and more personalized. HSBC's Holdings Place Chief Executive Officer Stuart Cover has exited at least 68 businesses since taking over in 2011 and in revenue as the bank invested in more. Public markets amid increase in regulation and compliance costs. West Texas Intermediate traded at least in the slowest about 6 months before economic data from the U.S., the world's biggest oil consumer. UK home building expanded into the fastest pace in more than a decade in July as record low interest rates and government stimulus measures helped construction of the growth for more than 15 months. German Vice Chancellor Sigmund Gabriel moved to permission from Rheinmetall AG to build a military training center east of Moscow as France prepares to hand over its first of its 2 warships to Russia's Navy. For anyone who owns an Amazon Android device such as an Amazon Fire Phone, Kindle, or Fire TV, there is a great deal going on for the new app and in-app purchases. And perhaps in the vicinity of common knowledge among the people who maintain a certain know-how of the technology industry that Google has used our image scanner to fight online child exploitation. This is it, folks. After 2 long years of naysaying, conjecture, wishful thinking, and gifts to a person and picture of Miley Cyrus scattering the galaxy finally upon us. Kim Kardashian recently had in Paris with Hilton in the business posted feud in 2008 even shared a picture on her Instagram. The wise N1 Glover has been stabbed during a nightclub ball in Washington during the early as the Sunday, August 3rd Washington Post reported. On Sunday night's episode of HBO's drama The Leftovers, Paragraph Town member Nora Durst, Carrie Coon shows just how far grief can go. In sports today, New York Giants is too strong for the Buffalo Bills as they defeat the Buffalo Bills in the NFL Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio, 17-13. As Corey Washington caught a 73-yard touchdown from Ryan Nasser to give New York Giants 17-13 win over the Buffalo Bills. Brett Favre's career in Green Bay may be ended on a sour note, but the legendary quarterback and team have met in defenders and Favre joined the Packers Hall of Fame. The King and Canadian tennis isn't ready to give up his phone just yet. Milan's Manket delivers a strong message Sunday with a Walkman 6164 win against cameraman Vasek Papil in an anti-climax City Open final in Washington, D.C. Dale Earnhardt Jr. won an incident-filled GoBowling.com 400 complete season sweep at Pocono. And the Boston Red Sox lose to the New York Yankees 8-7. Tuesday they'll be in St. Louis for a 3-game series against the St. Louis Cardinals rematch of last year's World Series. Ruben Dilla was on the man for the Red Sox tomorrow, while Lance Lynn on the man for the Cardinals.
16 and just got my first car feeling. Presenting the
University and farmers are calculated a lot more than 14 in engine and also modern scales. Leaning those of the three as the current individuals blossom at the same time to be cut down, connected into androgenic hormone and testosterone ranges. And Washington, what could be a game changer in space exploration? NASA has successfully tested microwave thrust system requires no propellant to generate thrust.
Did you know Dove is the #1 recommended body wash by dermatologists?
Let's take a look at our latest incident alerts from the new.
Just moisturizers for softer, smoother skin. I can see a difference. For softer, smoother skin, try
In Providence Township in Pennsylvania, 24-hour block of Beaver Valley Park, a person struck deputy 57 on the scene where the basket was hit and no extensive injuries.
That's right. So you always get flavor that's anything but black. Try one today.
Take a look at our morning stock report at 23 minutes after 7 o'clock in the morning here. The morning stock market report from CNBC.
How do you sleep like that? Well, put on a breathe right strip.
Pre-market Dow features 16,466 up 50. S&P featured 1925 and 3/4 up 7 1/4, and Nasdaq featured 385.25 up 12. In European markets here, DAX 929.19 up 19.11, FTSE 6711.31 up 32.13, CAC 4236.62 up 33.84. In Asia, Nikkei 54.74.5 down 40.61, Shanghai 2223.33 up 30.03, and HSI 24,600.08 up 67.65. In the US, the Dow Jones Industrial Average will start at 16,493.37 down 69.93. S&P 590 down 5.52. Nasdaq 4352.64 down 17.13. Oil 98.05 up 17 cents. Brent 104.81 down 3 cents, and natural gas 3.815 up 0.017.
How does Kirkland do it? Do what, Richard? How does he get so...
Gold 12.93 down 180. Silver 20.39 up 0.019, and copper 3.217 up 0.0025. And in the bonds here, US 10-year yield 2.4998% down 0.005. Germany 10-year yield 1.135% down 0.005. And Japan 10-year yield 0.53% down 0.002.
And 2 pills.
And FX European US dollar 1.342 down 0.009. US dollar Japanese yen 102.63 up 0.02, and Great Britain pound US dollar 1.683 up 0.001. And that's whatever Mr. Shapiro Channel News morning report on this August 4th, 2049, Monday morning. This is PJ. We're going to be about a good day with a good positive. See you at 5 o'clock for the evening report. Have a good evening. Have a good day with a good positive attitude.